Ayan, so magandang gabi sa ating lahat, no? So good evening everyone, wherever you are right now. You may be in Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao, or maybe outside the country, and yet you're here, no? So good evening sa ating lahat. And for tonight, we're gonna have another episode or discussion about our health and wellness here in the Healthiest Family on Earth webinar. So I am Nina Dio Cordon, your corporate pharmacist in Davao City. And sa lahat ng mga participants natin, magkamustahan muna tayo, no? So instead of typing in your current location, why not your dinner? Yung ulam po natin, no? Kung kumain na po ba kayo, type in sa ating chat box, no? Kung ano po yung ulam natin, kung nakapag-dinner na. No? Kasi ako hindi pa po ako nagde-dinner. So sino na po ba yung mga naka-dinner na? I-type in po natin yung ating mga ulam, no? Kamusta po yung mga ulam natin, no? So wow, so Nutri-Meal. No, andyan din pala si Sir Rob and Ma'am R.N. Pastelioso. So, ating mga Ilonggo associates. We also have, wow, Ma'am Honey Chili, it's sinigang. Meron ding chicken curry. Ayan, so mga ulam na ulam talaga ng mga Pinoy. And so sa mga hindi pa kumakain, ako mag-dinner na kayo. So while listening, no, sa ating webinar, you can start eating your dinner. Meron din tayong kalderetang kambing. So, meron pang hindi kumakain. Ayan. So, pareho tayo dyan, Ma'am Nixie. Ayan, meron another Nutri-Meal at may pesang tilapia. Ayan. So, kompletong-kompleto. No? Nagugutom na po ba kayong lahat? No? So, as you can see, marami na po sa atin ang kumakain. Burger lang after the vaccine. Ako, kompletuhin po natin yung meals natin, no? Because, you know, we cannot rely 100% sa ating mga vaccines. We need also to take balanced diet. Ayan. So, okay lang yan, no? So, kompletuhin natin yung mga meals natin every day. And so, thank you so much for choosing our webinar tonight. No, you can have watched Netflix or other movies. You can have done a lot of things or mga pastime ninyo na activities. And yet, you are here because you are eager to learn. Okay, so isa ako sa mga tao din, no, na eager din ako mag-learn. And I'm glad that you are here tonight. Andyan, sa mga hindi pa kumakain. No, so mag-imbita po kayo pag kumakain na kayo dyan. So, okay. So for tonight, our topic would be about stress and immune function. So, bakit ba kailangan natin malaman kung ano yung effect ng stress sa ating immune system? Because one of the many organs in the body, ito talaga yung natatarget ng stress. And we know that stress is unavoidable. Tama po ba? And plays a big role in your life. Yung ibang stress po natin, hindi naman ganun kasamaan. No? They can be good din pag hindi sobra. And with this little bit of stress, it can cause us to be motivated and will help us to accomplish yung mga goals natin. And para naman makumpleto yung mga necessary tasks, especially if you son a distributor, you've been doing the business for a long time. And naniniwala kami no, na marami po kayong pinagdaanan before nyo po marating yung mga ranks ninyo ngayon. And thanks to that stress, no, na yan po yung nag-push sa inyo para makamit yun, ma-achieve yun lahat. But a lot of stress is bad. No? Sabi nga natin pag sobra, yun na, hindi na yun maganda. And that's why this would leave you feeling overwhelmed. And later on, pag hindi po natin ma-manage at ma-handle, it can cause us to be sick. No? Magkakasakit po tayo. That's because the negative effects of stress on immune function are significant. No? So think about your life. Feeling good and being stressed, no? Hindi po yan actually nagkakasabay. No? Sino ba dito yung mga feeling good? No? Thank God, you feel good. Pero yung iba sa atin dito, dako po, umattend tayo tonight dahil stress na stress and you're eager to learn paano ba kasi yung stress na yan? Paano ba yan i-deal? And ano ba yung effect nito sa katawan natin? And that's because yung stress natin on your body and mind can weaken your immune system. So narinig natin, no? Hindi lang pala sa physical yung epekto ng stress, but as well as sa ating mind. Why is that? It's because your body goes into overdrive, no? So you can perform at maximum power para matackle lahat ng mga stressors. Meaning, yung strength ng immunity mo pwedeng mag-suffer. Kasi some of your strength na sana doon napupunta, no, in support for your immune system, napupunta sa ibang bagay para ma-accomplish yung mga goals mo. Isa na dyan yung brain power. Okay? So even though that's very simplified, it's a good start for us to have a deeper conversation. Paano ba yung stress nagkakaroon ng impact sa immune system natin or sa immunity natin? First, you want to understand how the body respond to stress. At para makita natin kung ano ba yung connection nilang dalawa. And then you learn ways naman para ma-improve yung reaction natin sa stress at matulungan tayo ma-maintain yung health natin even during difficult times. And lalong-lalo na sa panahon ngayon, we are still in pandemic. Kaya most of us here, we are dealing a lot of stressors before this pandemic comes, diba? So before pa pandemic, okay pa but nadagdagan, nag-quarantine tayo, nag-ECQ, nag-MECQ. So parang may mga extra challenges na dumating sa atin. But before we could fully understand all of these things, alamin muna natin yung language ng stress. So we need to learn some of these terminologies, Kasi ito yung ginagamit natin when we talk about stress at para mas ma-better grasp natin kung paano ba yung natural responses ng katawan. So here are just the basic. Kasi hindi ako magde-discuss dito ng biochemistry, ng anatomy and physiology. Kasi hindi naman tayo lahat into that. So pinakauna dyan is stressor. Ano ba itong stressor? These are any stimulus that causes stress. Ito yung simula. And there are two kinds of stressors. It may be your physical or psychological stressor. Physical stressors are stress on the body. Sa katawan mo yan. While the psychological stressors are the stress on the mind. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag stress ka, hindi lang physical. Kasama ang psychological. It also affects your mind. Another term that we need to know is the hypothalamus. Say it with me. Hypothalamus. Ayan, parang mahirap na konti yung term, But this is an important command center in the brain. Kasi maraming regions, maraming parts po yung brain natin, hindi lang yan isa. And this region is about the size of a penny and sits in the middle of the brain. And it controls the activity of the pituitary gland. And ito yung responsible to regulate hunger. Pag feel mo, gutom ka na, so siya yung responsible. Thirst, uhaw ka. Or if you want to sleep, or if the body needs to adjust to a certain temperature, and even many emotions. So ito yung mga function ng ating hypothalamus. For our pituitary gland naman, so this is the master gland responsible for releasing most of the hormones in your body. Ito pala yun, master gland. Kasi nga, yung mga hormones natin, hindi yan basta-basta sumusulpot sa katawan, nanggaling po yan siya sa pituitary gland. And review natin sa ating mga participants tonight. Ano ba yung alam ninyong type of hormone? Type in sa ating chat box. So tingnan natin, ano yung alam ninyong type of hormone? Kasi ang dami nating hormone sa katawan. Ano ba yung alam ninyo? Ayan, very good. Ma'am Joyce, oxytocin, the love hormone. Ayan, so alam ni Ma'am Joyce. How about the others? Ayan, endorphin, mga happy hormones natin. Pag nag-exercise tayo, pag natutuwa tayo, di ba? Ito yung dumadami. So cortisol, ayan. Isa yan sa main topic natin. Ma'am Hana, so present din si Ma'am Hana tonight. Ayan, so we have oxytocin, endorphin, cortisol, we have adrenaline, diba? We have also a thyroxine, diba? Marami, mga thyroid hormones, even reproductive hormones. Yung ating mga progesterone, estrogen, we have androgen for men, diba? Kayong masculine sila. So ang daming hormone at nanggaling yan dito sa ating pituitary gland. So, di ba? Mga additional learnings. Another, our adrenal glands. So, adrenal glands, ito yung parang triangular shaped gland that rests above the kidneys. So, saan siya makikita? Sa kidneys that are responsible for releasing cortisol. So, pag sobrang dami na pala ng cortisol mo sa katawan at stress ka na, blame it to your adrenal glands. Naku, hindi naman sa ganun, But, syempre, siya yung gland na responsible nito. And of course, lastly is our cortisol. So for cortisol, this is the primary hormone released into the blood in response to stress. So pag stress ka physically and psychologically, Ito yung dumadami sa katawan mo na hormone. Okay? So ito yung mga basic natin. No? The language of stress, the basic terminologies that you need to understand. And the question is, how your body handles stress pala. So your body, no, human body, has a built-in response protocol na na-activate yan siya every time you experience stress. No? And it begins pag merong stressor. So, syempre, dapat may mag-stimulate, may mag-trigger. At maybe that could be one of your stressors, no? And ito yung magpupush sa'yo at magpipressure sa mind mo or sa iyong body. And the part of your brain, sabi nga natin, di ba? Ito yung makikitaan ng napakadaming glands responsible in producing those different hormones. So the part of your brain that recognizes stress is called the hypothalamus. Diba? Yan yung pag-usapan natin kanina. And as soon as the hypothalamus recognizes a stressor, magsisend siya ng message via the neurons, yung mga nerve cells natin, to a neighboring region of the brain called the pituitary gland. So, si hypothalamus pala, pag na-trigger mo yan ng stressor or pag na-pressure mo yan siya, magsisend yan siya ng message, no? So, parang chismis lang. O neurons, sabihin mo dun kay pituitary gland, stress na ako. Di ba? So, itong neurons, sobrang bilis, magpapass on siya ng message dun sa ating pituitary gland. And this pituitary gland, no, mag-register siya ng signal from the hypothalamus and tells the adrenal glands, no, which is found in your kidneys, para i-increase ang amount ng stress hormones circulating in the blood. So did you get it so far? No, na starting from a stressor, iti-trigger si hypothalamus, and syempre, hypothalamus in response, magsisend siya ng message via the neurons, kasi ito yung mabilis tumakbo at talagang mabilis mag-pass on ng signals and messages, pupunta siya sa pituitary gland. And this pituitary gland, magsisend na naman siya ng signal sa adrenal gland, no? Palayo ng palayo doon sa brain, papunta na ng kidney para mag-signal to produce more of the cortisol, no? Yung mga stress hormones natin. And actually, that's just the basic of your body's natural response to stress. And to understand it further, and makonect yung mga dots between stress and immune function, explore natin yung primary stress hormone, which is our cortisol. So this is important, no? This hormone works by providing an energy boost during periods of stress. So we always think of cortisol na napaka-negative naman yan, ang sama niyan. So dapat kailangan na natin iwasan. But no, importante din ang cortisol sa katawan. Kasi during stress, ito yung magpo-provide ng energy boost sa'yo. Kaya minsan, di ba, pag example lang, may naririnig tayo na nasunugan sila ng bahay, pero because of the too much stress sa kanila, no, of that situation, nakarga nila yung kanilang refrigerator. Which is, normally, hindi nila nagagawa, pero bakit nila nakarga? No? So, boost of energy, napaka-active ng mind. O sige, bitbitin lahat, pati mga bata, pati refrigerator, pati television. No? It's because of that cortisol. But eto, ang effects po kasi ng cortisol, temporary lang. And once yung stress natin ma-wear off, so does the energy assistance. Pag nawalang stress, wala na ding energy. So another way cortisol helps your body manage stress is by powering down any non-essential operations in the body. But unfortunately, some of our immune functions, ito yung mga natatamaan. Ito yung naaapektuhan. Pag sinabi ng cortisol, o pause muna mga kababayan ko, hindi pa kayo kailangan ngayon, kasi stress pa tong katawan niya. So pause muna tayo. And isa sa mga nabibigyan ng ganong signal is some of our functions in our immune system. And it does this in an effort para saan? Ma-conserve ang energy while we are under stress. But this makes stressful periods the perfect time for germs to settle in. So nakita ninyo, ang cortisol, masasabi siya sa ibang organ system. O immune system, hindi ka pa masyado kailangan niya yun, no? Kasi kailangan niya ma-accomplish tong task na to. So, ipopause niya yon, no? Some of the immune function. But during that pause moment, no, yung moment na nag-stop or suddenly stop yung immune function na yun, magkakaroon ng opportunity ang mga germs na mag-settle in sa katawan and thereby causing different sickness or diseases. Kaya nga sabi natin, di ba, pag sobrang stress ka, mas malaki ang chance mo na magkasakit. No? Because of that certain pause made by our cortisol in the body. So far ba, nagigets ba natin? No? So ayan, cortisol needed for the fight or flight reaction, no? As well as with the adrenaline. Kaya may tinatawag tayong adrenaline rush. Ayan, so okay pa po ba so far? Type okay naman kung nagets natin yung mga dinidiscuss ko dito. No? Yun na po yung pinaka layman's term natin. No? Ayan, okay. Thank you so much, Marjorie, Michael. No? So ayan, no, nagets daw po nila. And so, how stress impacts your immune function? Kasi nga, di ba, yung cortisol natin, it works temporarily. No? When the stressor you experience is short-lived, like for example, if you're running late for an appointment, or maybe you are competing in a sports event, triathlon, no, or weightlifting, that makes an impact on your immunity minimal. But eto, pag ang stress po tumagal, no, if it lasts longer, like days, weeks, or months, naku, worse na yung months, no, increased cortisol levels can start to have more negative effects. Kasi ang function ng talaga ng cortisol is for a very short period of time. No, hindi dapat siya gamitin for a long time. No, and this elevated cortisol suppresses your immune system by reducing, eto na, take note niyo, your elevated cortisol suppresses your immune system by reducing the production of your white blood cells. And without white blood cells, ladies and gentlemen, no, mas nagiging susceptible tayo, no? Mas nagkakaroon ng chance na magkaroon ng infection sa katawan slowly. Hindi mo yan mararamdaman agad. So, long periods of cortisol elevation can leave you susceptible to illnesses, and that's a fact. No, that's why it's common to come down, no, pag nagkakaroon tayo ng cold after a period of high stress. Example natin dyan, sino ba dito yung dumaan ng college? No, kasi I think most of us here dumaan ng college years, no, yung mga BS natin dyan. No, when we were still in college, syempre, pag malapit na ang final exams or maybe board exam, ayan, pag if you took board examination, di ba kailangan ng mas mausisang pag-prepare niyan. We really need to work hard for it, no? Sleepless nights, study time, and even we even go to coffee shop para daw mag-study pero may dalang chismis. No? So, kailangan talaga ng proper studying habits. And many students, they find they develop this cold, no? Nagkakaroon sila ng sipon or ubo in the days following the end of the college term. Kung saan napatapos yung term nila sa college, patapos na yung kanilang final exams, nagkakaroon sila ng sakit. Bakit kaya? No, it's because ano yung naging stressor? So what do you think? Ano ba yung stressor ng mga college students? Tingnan nga natin. Ayan, Revalida. Ma'am Honey Chile, kamusta yung revalida ninyo? No, sige nga, identify ano yung stressor ng mga college students. Type in the chat box. Puyat, yes, another. Ano pa? Ano yung kailangan nila i-accomplish? Sige nga, tignan natin. Puyat sa sakit sa ulo, no sleep, yes. Ano pa? Marami pa eh. Mga stressors natin dyan nung time pa na estudyante tayo. Diba? Ano yung kailangan nila ma-accomplish? Yes, thesis, nako. Lalo na pag nagma-masters. To pass the board exam, yes, definitely. No? Kailangan nilang pumasa sa exam. Kaya, ito yung stressor nila. O sige, magpuyat ka pa, mag-aral ka pa, kasi may exam ka na dapat mong pasahin. And this could initiate their body's stress response na trigger. Ayan, so cortisol levels rise and stay elevated for a longer period while they study. So, syempre, stress yung estudyante. No, kaya, ayan, yung cortisol, paakyat din ng paakyat. And maybe even for weeks po yan, yung elevation na yan. And during this stressful time, your immune system are suppressed. So their brains can harness as much available energy as possible to tackle the stress in the form of final exam. No? So ibig sabihin, pag madami yung cortisol na present sa katawan ng mga students, nagkakaroon din ng suppression doon sa ating immune system. Kasi yung much energy na dapat sana sa immune system napupunta sa brain. Kasi kailangan nila ng brain power. Nag-aaral sila. Kailangan nilang pumasa. And because of that, nagkakaroon ng opportunity yung mga germs. Opening siya to infect the healthy tissues and bring on illnesses like the common colds. And the symptoms, which are partly felt as part of your immune response, come on once those stressful tests have passed. So, mafe-feel na nila yan. Kung saan pa natapos ang lahat, doon ba sila magkakasakit? And syempre, reality is, hindi lang college tests or exams or maybe thesis, yung nagiging stressor nating lahat. You may have this stressor because you move to a different place, from the city or from a new city to the province, or maybe you are having a baby right now, buntis ka, or maybe nag-change yung trabaho mo. Kasi ang daming naapektuhan na mga empleyado or mga businesses nung nagkaroon ng pandemic. Or maybe other life challenges na common na ngayon sa pandemic na to. And since any prolonged stress elevates cortisol levels and suppresses our immunity. And thereby, these germs available, kasi yung mga germs, mga pathogens, they're just around us. They are microscopic. They cannot be seen by our naked eye. Kaya anytime when your body is weak and your immunity or defenses are not that strong, you can be exploited or taken advantage by these different pathogens in the form of bacteria, viruses, or even mga fungi around us. And this can weaken your immune system in these times of intense pressure. And that's why we need to alleviate stress for immunity's sake. So learning to manage stress in your life can help keep cortisol levels down and to protect your immune system. So there are a lot of activities that you can try out that can bust through those stress and are really good for overall health too. Isa na dyan is meditation. This is one of the most effective stress management strategies. And kahit ilang minutes lang yung gagawin mong concentrated meditation, daily, syempre kailangan daily yan, can significantly reduce blood cortisol levels and can help you feel, peaceful and serene. Peace of mind. At the same time, din pala, na ma-manage mo yung katawan mo, and at the same time, natutulungan yung iyong immune system. And so this can help your immunity, pag nagme-meditate tayo. Hindi lang pala siya purely on the mind. And in one study, researchers found people who meditated every day developed more antibodies to a flu virus than those who didn't. So spend enough minutes, few minutes every day disconnecting from the very busy world you are in right now, especially kailangan mag-meditate when you are so stressed. Gawin mo para sa sarili yan. Sa sarili mo talaga, help yourself. Another thing is to exercise. So exercise is another thing that you can do to alleviate stress. And alam naman natin yung mga benefits, di ba? Pag ginagalaw natin yung katawan natin, nag-weights, nag-jumping rope, or tumatakbo tayo. As a form of exercise. Pero hindi yung tinatakbuhan mo yung utang mo. So now you can add stress relief to the list. Dagdag mo, meditation, meron ka pang exercise. And if none of the lifestyle remedies work and you are listening right now, you've been into chronic stress. Chronic means for a long time, like months. Maybe you need a conversation with a mental health professional. And that should be your next step. Talking with a counselor or social worker. This is in a therapy setting na para mas ma-confront mo yung stressors mo sa buhay mo and to find more effective methods for managing them. Okay? So pag hindi na nag-workout yung mga lifestyle remedies natin, then go for a professional advice or help. No? Kasi wala namang masama no, na mag-check, no, magpa-check up sa mga psychiatrists, at mga psychologists. No, let's break that stigma na pag nagpa-check, alam mo naman ang mga Pinoy, alam mo ba, nagpa-check yan siya sa ganitong naku, may problema ata sa So syempre, no, we are not like that. No, so we want to break that kind of stigma, and it's really okay to ask for help. And so, no matter your choice of stress management technique, it's time to better equip yourself and to protect your body and immune health from the effects of these different stressors in your life. And so we're done, no? Done na tayo dun sa ating pag-discuss about the stress and the effects on our immune system. And here in USANA, we always tell you this, no? Every training after training, no? We need to maintain a healthy, balanced response for our immune system. And syempre, holistic dapat. Hindi lang sa isang area or aspect tayo mag-focus. We need to exercise. We need to sleep 7 to 9 hours every night, no? And of course, kasama yung proper supplementation and balanced diet. It's because, no, pag sa sinabi natin pag-sleep, di ba, mas natutulungan ma-repair yung mga cells natin or tissues in the body. No? And another thing, no, pag nag-exercise, yung pinag-usapan natin, mas nagkakaroon ng chance na ma-promote yung ating immunity, lalong-lalo na yung immune cells natin. And of course, yung food, no? So sa pagkain, kailangan mapili din tayo. If we really want to support our body's immune system, then let's go for nutrient-dense type of food. Ibig sabihin, those food that are packed with vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and other helpful nutrients. And we can go for those food that are rich in beta-glucans, vitamin C, B vitamins or yung B complex natin, and zinc. And these are just some of the most important immunity nutrients. Okay, so before we could talk about our product here in USANA, let's all watch this video.
Life is full of challenges, but it doesn't have to slow you down. You want to be prepared for anything your day throws at you, and you don't have time to feel less than your best. But sometimes your body's defenses don't respond as quickly as you need them to, leaving you vulnerable when your life needs you the most. That's why USANA created Proglucamune, which brings modern science to ancient Chinese wisdom. Stories have long been told of reishi and shiitake mushrooms, which were revered as symbols of good health. Armies were sent in search of these specimens by generations of emperors who relied on their fortifying powers. Now we know why. Beta-glucans, powerful molecules which help maintain your body's natural defenses, allowing them to work optimally, protecting you for the stresses of your day. Proglucamune's Intelligence beta-glucan complex includes organically grown, antioxidant-rich reishi and shiitake mushrooms and a proprietary form of natural baker's yeast with health benefits backed by $300 million in scientific studies, and zinc, an essential part of your body's healthy, energetic defense. Fortify yourself against the challenges and stresses of life with Proglucamune. We've packed it with our best because we know that life needs you at your best all the time. So join the millions of people around the world, including thousands of elite athletes who have trusted their health to the worldwide leader in personalized nutrition. USANA.
All right, so there you have it. USANA has our Proglucamune. No? This is your USANA Intelligence Technology filled in one bottle, no, with all those nutrients that can support your immune system. And so, ano ba yung nagagawa ng ating Proglucamune? This one supports robust, healthy immune responses and maintains overall wellness and vitality even during occasional stress. No? Kaya feel your best even under stress. And inside our Proglucamune, ano ba yung mga meron dito? So we have our baker's yeast extract, yung Saccharomyces cerevisiae, no, known as the baker's yeast, no, for some of us here. And this one contains beta-glucan. And this beta-glucan in our baker's yeast is recognized as potent immunological activator, no, with medical importance. And of course, hindi lang baker's yeast. It has also reishi mushroom. And this is used in supporting and maintaining our immune system. Also good for the heart and spleen, no? Especially pag nakaka-experience ng fatigue or maybe pag poor na yung appetite natin because of stress. And of course, our shiitake mushroom. This one has activating mechanisms in our immune cells, such as the T cells, the macrophages. And so these different immune cells natin, they can destroy those foreign pathogens. No? So more of the support sa ating mga white blood cells. No? And of course, regular consumption can help improve our defenses. And lastly, we have our zinc. For zinc, this one keeps your mucous membranes healthy. No? Kasi yung mucous membranes natin, they are the first line of defense in your immune system. And if magkaroon po ng breakage or damage doon sa ating integrity ng mucous membrane, you become more susceptible to a variety of diseases. Kaya kailangan strong ang ating mucous membranes. And so there you have it, our Proglucamune, our product highlight and optimizer for this week. And keep sharing about our product and how it helps, no, our immune system. And so dito na po nagtatapos yung discussion natin. And if you have any question about our product, no, about our topic tonight, you can email me at ninadia.cordon@usanainc.com. Or for more readings, you can go to askthescientist.com naman. And syempre, we are not yet done with our webinar for tonight kasi no, we want also to interact with our associates who are present, no, dito sa ating training. Ayan, so kindly naman open your cameras at mag-join tayo sa discussion. No? Tama yung sabi ni Ma'am Joyce, it's your time to shine. No? Kaya gusto namin din marinig yung mga associates natin na nandito because I believe you have also something to share. You have your story on how you maintain your ayan, nakikita ko na yung supportive naman ng ating mga trainers, no, from Trainers Guild. Hello. Ayan, so open niyo naman yung mga cameras, wag po kayong mahiya, no, tayo-tayo lang. So we are 65 in this training, no? Kaya wag na po kayong mahiya. So open your cameras and I would like to hear your answers to this question ba na ito babasahin ko na, no? So kailangan participate tayo actively para may makuha po tayong kumbaga something like a token like that, okay? So the question is, during these times of pandemic, how do you support your immune system? Now, during this time of pandemic, no, how do you support your immune system, especially no pag stress na po? No, so please unmute yourself at para marinig namin yung napakagandang boses ninyo. Ayan, golden voice. Last time may kumanta pa nga, no, sa ating training. Nako, mga talented din tong ating mga participants. So please unmute yourself. No, pwede po kayong teka lang ayun. Alright, so you can unmute now. Ayan, narinig ko na yung mga boses ninyo.
Hello?
Hello? Sino yung nagsasalita?
Marjorie.
Ayan, so okay. So first muna si Ma'am Nixie, no? Then, sino po ba yung nagsalita kanina? So later na lang. Maria Fe, no? So mamaya na. Okay, go ahead, Ma'am Nixie. Ayun. So, di ba, kahit kumakain siya ng Jayco kanina, nako. Di ba, ano po yung gagawin natin para ma-detox natin yun, no? Kailangan siya ma-burn kasi may mga saturated fats. Nako, yung mga donuts natin dyan. Masarap naman, pero hindi naman siguro everyday. And good thing that na-stress. Nako, dyan talaga, no? Yung maingat tayo sa stress na yan kasi parang nagde-demand yung katawan mo. Now, especially when your blood sugar suddenly drops, yung mind mo, masasabi na, ito, no, nag-drop yung blood sugar, kumain ka ng ganito, naisipan din natin agad yung mga masasarap. So thank you so much, Ma'am Nixie. Ayan, no, nakakatulong din yung mga supplements natin, no, in this time of pandemic. Ayan. Go ahead, sino pa yun? Yung tinawag ko kanina. Yung tinawag ko si Ma'am Maria Fe.
Hello po. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello po. Good evening to all everyone. Sa akin po, being a health worker, ginagawa ko po, I always take cell essentials and some of the optimizers like yung Propla po natin at saka yung Kukinon at saka Proglucamune. Minsan din may hello.
Yes.
Apo. Tapos ma'am, sa amin kasi ang demand ng trabaho namin grabe ma'am no. Ang ginagawa ko po ma'am is yun, nag-exercise din ako ma'am. Pero hindi talaga kasi yun na nga sa demand ng trabaho namin nare-resort na rin kami sa pagkain although sometimes hindi na rin healthy yung namin no kinakain. So yun, sinusuportahan natin ng ma'am ng yung mga yung mga food supplements natin. And then
Yes.
dapat po in times like this mas ingatan po natin yung mental health natin.
Yes.
Yes po, talagang alagaan natin kasi pag siseryosohin talaga natin ang pandemic, yung talaga, magda-down talaga yung immune system mo because of the stress, no, brought about by our kind of work, and we have to deal with yung may mga may mga amo din kami, no, kasi I'm working in the government facility po.
Alright. So, tama yun, no, yung sabi ni Ma'am Maria Fe. Thank you so much, Ma'am, for sharing, especially sa mga frontliners natin working in our facilities, no, mas importante talaga na ingatan, i-maintain yung ating immune system. So, thank you so much, Ma'am Maria Fe. Nako, eto din. Nako, gusto ko din tawagin yung ating marketing manager, our very own, no, Ma'am Karen Pascual, no, kasi she's also in the call right now. So, Ma'am Karen, if you are present, you can turn on your camera, no, at baka meron po kayong i-share na paano po ninyo na maintain yung inyong yung immune system, especially in times of stress. Ayan. So, andyan na po ba si Ma'am Karen? Hello.
Nina, wait. I'm doing
Ayan.
I'm also working while listening to you. So anyway, these days, being a plantita really is very helpful to distress for for distressing. So during weekends, I try to replant some of the plants that I have. And then bake cookies and then share it with my amigas.
Ayun.
So, I guess lahat yung meron din tayong mga mga attendees tonight na mga for sure meron bang mga plantita dito po? Anyone who's plantita o plantita?
Ayan, ako, baka nagpa-plantito din po. Ayan, meron, Ma'am. From Marjorie.
Joy Castro. Who else? Miss Joy, Sis Joy, our senior sales manager is also plantita. Si Miss Maria Fe, who was the one who just shared. So who else po? Any plantito right now who's attending?
Ayan, so aside Ma'am, no, dun sa mga plantito na meron tayo ngayon sa training, you said also na nagbe-bake po kayo ng mga pastries, no? So baka meron yung mga cookies, no? So ano po yung Ano po yung advantage nun, ma'am, no? Na aside from working, kasi work from home tayo ngayon, ano po ba yung mga advantages para sa inyo, no, when you do all those activities?
Actually, kasi if you do something that you really like, so yung mga happy hormones like what you mentioned a while ago, yon it brings happy hormones at the same time. Parang yung sharing of when you bake something or when you do something like when I plant things, I repot plants. I also share it with other friends of mine.
Yes.
So, yung sharing lang, yung sharing of what you have, yun. And then I think mentioned din Miss Maria Fe, yung exercise will also help distress. Yun mga
Yes.
and then yung supplements also very helpful. But so long as you take the right supplements for your body. That's very
Ayun.
important.
Yun, tamang-tama, no? Parang gusto kong sabihin, amen, Ma'am Karen. I almost said amen, but I'm gonna say it, amen.
Actually, ayoko sabihin dito yung pag-novena, yung pag-pray every
Pray
day.
na ako mga mag-opo, di ba? So, it is something that you really do every day. And you also mentioned it to us na importante na it's not just the physical or other aspects, but importante din yung spiritual aspect natin.
Yes.
And I like what Ma'am Karen said, no, that whenever she bakes cookies or yung ginagawa niya, sinishare niya. No? Kasi syempre, meron nangyayari sa atin, na-activate sa atin yung kindness, yung compassion. No? Whenever we do something for others, when we give something for others din, nare-refresh din sila. Ayun. So thank you so much. Ma'am Karen, baka meron po kayong gustong marinig, no, sa ating training tonight.
No. If anyone like Miss Tolentino or candidate, one of our candidate trainers, if you could share also how you how you support your immune system. Share naman po.
Ayan. So, good evening po. Okay, so hello Ma'am Karen, hello Ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, so sa akin po, all of the above, yung sinabi, except for the baking part, hindi po ako marunong mag-bake. Yun. Pero nakikiplantita po ako sa nanay ko. Ang mother ko ang plantita. Pero hindi po ako nagtatanim, pero na-appreciate ko yung tanim. Kasi every morning, iniikutan ko yung garden ni mother. So, nakaka-relax talaga siya ng utak. Hindi ko lang hinahawakan kasi hindi ako green thumb. So, yun. Pero na-appreciate ko talaga yung, di ba? May ganun talaga. May kanya-kanya po tayong may kanya-kanya tayong binigay na blessing ng Diyos. Okay, so anyway, sa akin naman po, apart from yung eating, kasi ang maganda po ngayon dahil naka-work from home, you get to really cook, di ba? Nakakapagluto talaga. Hindi katulad po dati before, nung nag-work ako sa Manila, talagang order lang talaga lahat. Lahat ino-order, mula umaga hanggang gabi ino-order. So, very unhealthy talaga yung lifestyle. And another thing na na-enjoy ko ngayon, hindi ko sinasabi na nagpapasalamat ako because there is a pandemic, pero because parang totoo yung sinasabi na the pandemic actually has one positive thing din, at yun yung titignan natin lang siguro, that we are able to be at home with our family. Kasi or else, sa mga katulad po natin ng mga working mothers and di ba mga working fathers din, wala tayong time talaga for our family, di ba? Kung kailan magre-retire, saka lang tayo magkakaroon ng time. So yun. So ang naano ko po is that I enjoy yung every morning yung nakaka-distress yung makita mo yung maliliit na bata na nandyan, 'di ba? Pinapanood mo lang sila, ganyan. Enjoying the blessings of life, iniisip mo kung 'di ba, iniisip mo na really a wonder that even if we are at this chapter of our lives, meron tayo talagang appreciation of the beauty na meron. Okay? Kaya kumbaga, whatever stress we have right now, let us just see through it. Kumbaga, tingnan lang natin kung ano yung positive dun sa nangyayari. Kasi wala naman tayong control. Ako kasi katwiran ko, pagka wala kang control dun sa nangyayari, ipagpasa Diyos mo na yan. Gawin mo kung ano yung kaya mong gawin, pero ipagpasa Diyos mo talaga siya. And then second is that, kumbaga, you surrender. Parang ganun. Di ba? Amen, Ma'am Karen? I-surrender. I-surrender lang siya.
Na.
And then, kasi it follows if you have a positive mindset, kaya nga masarap na nasa Yusana kasi positive ang mindset natin. If you have a positive mindset, it also translates to the mindset also at home. Yung Yusana
Yes.
mindset natin, nadadala din natin sa bahay. Kaya we are able to see things positively, magaan. I hope you agree with me, magaan ang bawat araw ng isang Yusana distributor kahit masyadong mabigat yung paligid, 'di ba? And yun, um, just that's one, okay? And then second is yung I get to enjoy kasi kami may therapy dog kami dito sa bahay. So may pets talaga kami. So kung na-appreciate nyo din po yung pets katulad ko na part sila ng family, ang talagang everyday isa rin po yun sa nakakapagpatanggal ng stress sa amin. Okay? And then of course po, sa akin po yung lahat ng products natin. Lahat ng products natin. Hindi po siya yung, kumbaga, I do use yung cell essentials natin. Proglucam kasi iniisip mo din kumbaga, kung kaya rin lang naman na gamitin mo lahat, gagamitin mo lahat kasi katulad po sa amin, medyo papalapit na ng 50 anyos, di ba? So, kailangan talaga ng suporta. Hindi kayang kunin lahat sa pagkain. Yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Ayan,
Thank you,
no?
Ma'am.
Naku, Ma'am Karen, dami ng sinabi ni Ma'am Honey Chilet, nakaka-inspired talaga siya sa lahat ng mga Yusana distributors natin, no? So, yun nga, I think also, di ba Ma'am Karen, meron din kayong mga dogs dyan sa house ninyo. So, I think that also helps, no? Yung mga therapy dogs natin, yung mga pets at home.
And
Ayan.
also yung mga bata, sabi ni Ma'am Hani, di ba? Ni Miss Hani.
Yes.
Talaga yung kids, the children talaga, the love of our lives. So, yun, very very positive ang effect ng mga bata sa atin. So, any volunteer po for our male naman po? Sa mga male
Oo, sa mga
natin,
lalaki naman.
sa mga lalaki naman po. Sir Leo Manzo, anything to share po with us? Gusto niyo po mag-share how you support your immune system or how you distress?
Ayan, si Sir Leo Manso. Ay, nawala.
Wala si Sir Leo.
Baka yung internet, Ma'am. Baka
Sir
mahina.
Michael Moore, anything to share with us? Sir Michael?
Ayan.
Hello, sorry. Yes, sir, kaka-exercise lang
Okay,
Wow.
Nag-distress kayo sa exercise nyo.
Opo, medyo pawisan pa. So, good evening po sa lahat and to our corporate po. Thank you po sa training tonight. Ang masishare ko lang po siguro para maiwasan yung stress or yung siguro more on positive thoughts talaga. Okay, kasi dito sa bahay, actually 5 years na rin akong full-time sa Yusana. So, before pandemic, stay at home na talaga kami ng wife ko. Okay, then every day same yung yung routine, parang gigising, kumakain. So parang wala ka masyadong iniisip na stress sa labas. So yung pandemic parang sa amin nasa labas lang siya. So yung ginagawa sa loob ng bahay like yung mga kids, nalalaro namin, yung mga may pet din kami right now na bago lang. So isa Lhasa Apso, Lhasa Apso yung breed niya. So nakakatuwa kasi although sad to hear na yung mga ibang tao na nagkakaroon ng stress, pero very very talaga po yung mental health. Okay, kasi diyan po talaga nag-start yun. So, sabi nga kanina ni sister talaga, no? Si Coach Hani ba?
Si Miss Honey.
Naging
Let's bro.
Yes. Okay. So, parang di ba? It's more on po talaga. Parang sa mental po talaga very important kasi doon talaga po nag-start para sa akin. Kasi both my parents, kwento ko na lang din po, both my parents po kasi namatay sila sa sakit. Na yung sakit nila is cancer and stroke. So hindi natin alam kung paano talaga siya nag-start, di ba? Pero I believe more on stress yun. So kasi mahirap talaga yung buhay before. So my father working graveyard talaga, security guard. So talagang para sa akin, ayokong dumating talaga sa point kasi I have 2 kids na ayoko dumating sa point na parang sobrang ikli ng buhay na parang isipin mo yung stress parang gano'n. So I believe very important talaga yung pagiging positive sa ano lang po sa, hindi sa COVID. Magiging positive yung mindset at saka yung action din po. And then sabi nga din ni sister nga kanina ni Coach Time, kung hindi mo talaga kaya, hindi mo makokontrol yung nasa paligid, it's better surrender lang po talaga siya, okay? Pero while you worship or 'di ba, you need to do your part as a human being, okay? Or as isa na associate yung vision po natin kung bakit po tayo nag-start talaga ng Yusan. Okay, so yun lang po. So pasensya na medyo pawisan po.
Ayan. Thank you so much,
Okay lang
Brother
po.
Michael.
At
Amen po.
least
Amen.
na-prove
Amen.
you are exercising. You are distressing
Yes.
exercise.
Oo, ma'am. Naku, ma'am, no, nagustuhan ko yung mga ginagawa ng mga participants natin that while they're listening sa ating webinar, they're doing something, no? Like some of them might be doing exercise routines, no? So, yan, multitasking din talaga pag yung sana distributor.
They're walking the talk.
Yes, no, nakaka-inspire naman. How about si Sir Richard Ditan? Hello, Sir Richard. Hello, Sir Richard. Ayan, so parang baka nahihiya lang si Sir Richard na mag-share. How about si Sir Edison Tanada? Hello, Sir Edison. Ayan, baka nahihiya din. Mahihayin po ba yung mga lalaki? Kasi mga babaeng daldal, no? Ayan. Ako, mga kalalakihan. Ayan.
Tahimik sila ngayon. So,
tahimik sila, ma'am. Baka nagre-reflect na, ma'am, no? Napapaisip na po sila sa mga pinagsasabi natin dito.
Si Sir Michael na yung talagang very enthusiastic mag-share. So,
yes.
Si Ma'am Beth Barrera kaya. Do you want to share, ma'am? Anything to share po? Miss Beth Barrera. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
BC.
Ayan. Ito, ma'am, meron si Janet P. Avenido.
Ma'am Janet, good evening.
Hello